Good morning, students. A lot of you have papers and documents and things you need to edit and revise, and one of the best things I have found over the years is called ProWritingAid. Now, on a desktop, it works a little bit different, so like on my MacBook, I can get the extension, but for your iPad, it doesn't seem like it works that way. So a workaround to still be able to use it is go to ProWritingAid.com, and you can see the web address right up on my screen. When you get there, you're going to make sure you click Use App, okay? So when you click Use App, this screen will come up because you first have to log in with your email address and create a password, and you're signing up for free, okay? So that's step one. The next step is that once you put in your email and your password and say sign up for free, it's going to take you to a screen that looks like this, and it says nearly done, we've sent you an email. You have to go to your email in order to log in. So I have to go back to my mail and yes, my email, and I have to say start using now. And then I have to put in my information again. Once you've re-entered your username and password that you just created, then you will get into ProWritingAid and it will look like this. I highly suggest watching the 2-minute tour of ProWritingAid. It'll give you some background on how to use it. It really is a fabulous, in-depth way to improve your writing. There are so many things to get into with it. You can just explore at this point, and next time we're together, I can help you learn more about it and how to actually use it. But explore, and we'll do some of the basics today. So I'm just going to click off of that. What you need to do is you're going to copy and paste in some writing that you're already using. So I just took some directions that I have here, and I am going to copy this, and then I'm going to paste it back in to here by clicking and holding and hitting paste. And now you'll see here is my paper that I have started. So it tells you in real time how many errors you have, and it starts to underline what needs to be fixed. So I just click the button to turn it on or off, and it's telling me there's 2 grammar issues found, 8 style issues found, and 0 spelling. Well, good, I did a good job on my spelling. But I can look at grammar then, and I clicked on it, and Northwestern is 1. Oh, it needs a comma there because I'm talking about a specific spot. So I'm going to just click that, and it adds it for me. Then I'm going to come down here, and I can decide. It says feel free to be creative. I don't really want to change that. I like the way it is, and it's just about readability, so it even gives me the rule. I'm just going to leave it as is to feel free to be creative, so I'm going to click ignore, so that at least gets cleared up. And then I can keep going through my paper. Here's another one, it's readability. They didn't give me a suggestion, so I'm going to say ignore. What is my other grammar issue? Boxes. Oh, I need a comma again. So I will click the boxes there, and it changes it for me to a comma, which is absolutely perfect. They're going to tell me if I click on absolutely, it's going to say I don't need it and to get rid of it. Yep, maybe enhance by removing this. So I want to leave that there because I like to use those words in my writing. So I'm just going to say ignore. Okay, so that is basically how ProWritingAid works. Now the thing is, when you're finished and you're like, okay, I like how this is, I made those changes, I still have this grammar issue here, which is probably, well, we already changed it. Oh, see, now that's funny because it says unnecessary comma. Do you need this comma? No, we'll go back to not using the comma. And we'll just leave that. So now what I have to do is I have to go back and I have to copy this again. So I'm going to select all now that I made my changes. I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to go back to my document. Sorry. back to my document, and then I can paste it back in, and now I know all the changes were made on there. So that's pretty much how you use ProWritingAid. Like I said, there's a lot of in-depth ways you can look at your writing using it. I just suggest going through and doing what we just did together. You can do a summary. That shows you like an overall score, your grammar, your spelling, your style. They do not like my style in this. It tells me exactly what I need to do. Document statistics are great. If you're looking at how much you're writing, unique words, the more unique words is always good because it means you're not being repetitive in your writing. Readability, you want to have a target greater than 60, so it shows you all the different ones. So pretty easy to read. And you can see overused words or ones that aren't overused, sentence structures and sentence variety. It also gives you sentence lengths. This is nice, look. All different types of sentence lengths, which they even say it benefits from more variety to maintain the reader's interest if they're all around the same length. You want to change them. Then writing style, I have some adverbs there. They don't like adverbs always. Sticky sentences, you can read about that. Pacing, transitions. So when you need to add transitions to your writing, that's a good thing to look for. Repeated phrases. Any cliches or things that are said over and over again, that's a redundancy. And then we have consistency. And then diction. They don't like words that are vague or abstract. So they want you to usually try to get rid of those to higher your rating. So anyways, this is one report you can look at to make some changes as well. And all of these up here, you can go to style and it can give you some different suggestions to change the things that are underlined. Obviously, grammar is a big one. You do want to check and make sure you have commas in the right places and no fragments or run-ons in your writing. Thesaurus is there if you need to look up a word, or they give you different words that you can use if you have too many things repeated, like the same word over and over again. So you can check that. And then you can just kind of look at the other one. Structure talks about like how I start the sentences, because you should always start sentences differently, a variety of starts instead of it always being the same. And even length, it'll give you that as well. And then there's a bunch more reports you can specifically look for using the toolbar. Like I said, this program goes in depth for your writing. I would use it. I use it all the time. It's actually on my MacBook and it's in everything that I do, and it tells me a lot. I use passive verbs and I shouldn't, and I know that. So it helps me remember that all the time and to try to write more using active verbs. So this will also start to pinpoint maybe some things that you need to fix in your writing. I don't know. I love this program. I think it's great. So use it, love it. Don't pay for it. Sign up for the free version and use it for all your editing and revising for your school needs. Thanks so much.